I finally got that hot tub that I've always wanted, but neighbors are kind of close. First thing I'm going to do is get this free pallet I got, and it actually is in really good shape, but I've got to remove all the nails to use the boards. So I'm going to use my crowbar and my hammer, and I'm going to go through and very carefully loosen some of the boards, but you can't do the whole thing all at once. You got to work your way up and down and go back and forth to loosen the nails. Don't try to pull it all off at one time. You'll crack the boards. The reason I want to use this is as a free pallet, it's going to save me a lot of money on all the boards. Once you work your way up and down, look at that. It comes right out and it's easy to use. But we got to get rid of those nails. So all you got to do is turn it over. Go ahead and tap those nails on one side. Throw it back over the other side. Use the claw on your hammer. You can pull it apart or just use your hands and they'll pop right out.
Hi, I'm Kara from Hometalk, and I hope you're loving this DIY so far. But before we continue, I have an exciting offer that'll make your viewing experience even better with YouTube Premium. This ad-free experience lets you watch video after video with no interruptions. With YouTube Premium, you can watch your favorite videos from Hometalk and other YouTube creators anytime and anywhere with the download and background play features. How cool is that? Plus, when you subscribe to this service, a part of the fee helps support channels like us. Want to try it out for yourself? We've teamed up with YouTube to offer you a 1-month free trial. Use the link in the description below to sign up. If you subscribe through the link in this post, we may get a commission. Thank you so much for your support, and now back to the project.
Next step is to use 1 1/4 inch PVC pipe. We're going to cut 4 pieces at 12 inches long. This is going to be the base of our privacy screen. I'm using a PVC cutter here because it gives it a nice clean cut edge. You can use a hacksaw if you need to. Now the next step is to get a T. As you can see, 2 ends are 1 1/4 and the top is actually 1 inch. So take 2 of your 12-inch pieces and you're going to place that on each side of your base. This is going to give you a base of 24 inches. Next step we got to do is once we get the 2 legs together, we're going to paint them black. Now I'm going to take the 1-inch sides that are 4 feet long, and I'm going to use those with a spacer so each board is separated the same distance. You can lay them out and eyeball them this way if you want, or you can take a straight board and use that as a guide on getting all the slats straight. Once I do that and put them all in there, I'm going to take a 1 1/4 inch drywall screw and just drive it through the wood. And I'm going to use the same holes that I used pulling the nails out. That way we're not putting extra holes in there. As you can see, I can take the PVC pipe and bring it off the edge. It doesn't need to go all the way on the side. This one on the other side, it's already straight, ready to go. Just put it underneath. And again, you're going to pop those screws right in. Now you're going to take that base and you're going to put it on each end of your privacy screen. Now you can glue it, but I'm just going to go pop it on and it holds up really nice. The next step and the last step is to put some hooks on because I've got a great idea for it. It can hold up the towels too. So not only do I got a privacy screen, but I've got someplace to let my towels air out and dry. I hope this inspired you to build your own PVC pallet privacy screen. Thank you for watching Hometalk, and we'll catch you next time. For today's project, we're going to head to the hardware store and grab some PVC pipe and fittings. This fitting right here is called a socket elbow. We're going to call it a corner piece. You want to make sure it's smooth on the inside of each one. This one is called a T fitting. And then this is a 1/2 inch PVC pipe and it comes in a 10-foot length. We're going to need 4 10-foot lengths. Take the first one and you're going to cut it at 36 inches, 3 feet. I used a special PVC cutter for this. If you don't have one, you can use a hacksaw. Just make sure you clean up the edges when you're done. Cut 11 of those 3-foot pieces and then you're going to cut 2 pieces at 15.5 inches. You're going to need 2 of those. Next, you're going to have a little bit of leftover, 12 foot long. You're going to want to cut each one at 3 inches long. So you'll mark it on the 3, 6, and 9 inch mark. And that's going to give you 4 equal pieces. We're going to make sure that we have 8 of those. Again, I love using this cutter. Gives it a perfect cut. Now we're going to lay it out. The way it lays out is you're going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those 3-foot pieces on there with corner pieces and your T's as you see outlined here. What you're going to do is start at one end and go ahead and insert the 3-foot piece into one of those corner pieces, just like that. put it on both sides. This is going to be the top of our rack. Then you grab one of those 3-inch pieces that we had, and you're going to start inserting the T's just like you see here. Go ahead and do the whole thing and just start inserting the pieces as you lay them out. I did not use any glue on this. If you've ever worked with PVC pipe, you're going to realize that fittings are really tight. If you want to use glue, go ahead, put a little bit on there. You don't need to make it watertight. We're not using this to carry water. This is going to be a special rack that we're going to use. Put all the pieces as you see. You can twist and turn as you need to make sure it comes out smooth and straight. So you're going to have 5 3-foot pieces across. You're going to have 6 of those T's and 4 of those corner sockets. All of them are going to face up on the corners because that's where our legs are going to go. Once you get all the pieces together, give it a good tight fitting just like that. Watch how it sinks in, and it's going to make it pretty tight. As you see here, this is the top of our rack, and it looks really good. Next, we got to put in the legs to the rack. We are going to use 4 of the 3-foot pieces that we have and put those in there. Pretty easy, just push them tight and make sure they fit. Next, turn the rack upside down. Go ahead and put one of the corner pieces in on each of those legs. And remember those 2 15.5-inch pieces we had? They will fit perfectly right in the ends there and hold the legs together. You're going to have 2 3-foot pieces left over. Again, put all the fittings together. It's coming together just great. Remember, if you want to glue, go ahead and put them in there. Then you can give it a coat of paint if you like. You can leave it white. I like to give it a paint just to make sure it matches. And when we come back, I'm going to show you everything you can use it for. And this rack is so versatile. Look at that. You can use it when you're cleaning out your car, or you can use it on the side of the pool to keep your pool towels dry.
So the first step we need to do is we're going to go outside. I grabbed a pallet. We have a lot of them laying around here for various reasons. I'm going to spray paint it with some spray paint. I chose this one from Krylon because it has a paint and a primer all in one, so it gives you nice coverage. So once it's dry, you're going to want to bring it in onto a surface, or you can work on an old table. I just put a couple of trash bags down just in case there was any wet paint that I missed. And I grabbed these cup hooks. I think I got these ones at Walmart, but you can get them at any hardware store. And then all we're going to do is we're going to just twiddle them in here. So I'm just going to start winding. You might want to drill like some kind of pilot hole. It might help a little bit, but just a little bit of force. And this is really the only step once you've painted your palette. And I mean, you could do all sorts of fun techniques. You might want to stencil something on there. You could add vinyl. You know, there's tons of different things you could do. If you want to put your hooks on, you could spray paint them to be the same color. I just like the idea of having that accent on there. So you obviously have your hooks for storage, but you can also grab things like your pool noodles, and you can slot them in the side here because there's a backing on your palette. So just slide these in, and then you can take your bathing suits, some towels, and you can hook them on there. And that's it. It's really, really simple. Honestly, it's the simplest craft. You can see on your screens now how it looks staged up in the backyard. It's super fun and really practical, and it won't cost you really anything. It's a can of spray paint and a palette, which I'm sure you can pick up somewhere too. So thanks for joining me. I'll see you again very soon. Happy DIYing. Bye.